Hey, what is up, everybody? It's Stevie Breach coming to you here today. I'm sitting here. My good buddy Mike gave me the idea to make a video on the whole CM Punk over CM Punk to WWE or CM Punk to AEW story that is out there. The story that I read as of today is that the Wrestling Observer believes that as of right now, all talks between CM Punk ever joining AEW is done. CM Punk was a part of StarCast. CM Punk enjoyed his time there, but shortly before then, a story came out where basically CM Punk was asked about getting offers from AEW, and basically said that he was offered a contract that was via text message, and he honestly felt that he was kind of I guess you can say there wasn't enough respect put behind it, that the offer was be sent via text. There wouldn't be like a courting, I guess you can say. We're trying to bring him in for a sit-down interview, hear his side of what he wants to do in professional wrestling. Just, hey, you want to come? This is the amount of money, and that's it. It always kind of makes it seem like he's not, one of the biggest deals there is in professional wrestling. I would say, honestly, out of everybody who is not signed to a contract to WWE, TNA, Impact Wrestling, CM Punk would easily be the biggest star that is out there that could affect the so-called Wednesday night war of WWE versus AEW. Basically, the story as of right now is that Fox Sports 1 brought CM Punk in to talk to him about, joining the WWE backstage, sort of talk about WWE. I don't understand why CM Punk would even entertain an offer to be a part of it. It is just a sit down and talk about what is going on in WWE. To me, honestly, I would wonder if CM Punk would want to join the political reigns of talking about WWE, because I would think that much like a WWE television show or a WWE podcast that is produced for them, by them, they're going to have their hands in there, and they're going to basically make CM Punk say that storylines in professional wrestling are good. And I don't really honestly believe that he could do that. There's some people who honestly believe that because of the fact that he would come back to WWE to do this Fox Sports 1 sit-down show with Booker T and Renee Young, that that would be edging him closer to being in a wrestling ring. I think that honestly, anybody who believes CM Punk is going to wrestle again for WWE at this point, 5 years, almost 6 years after he walked out of the company, is deranged. Basically, CM Punk is the kind of guy who's going to do what he wants to do when he wants to do it, and I really think that's where he is in the world today. I don't think he has a value on the dollar. I don't think he's anywhere going broke, so I don't think it's just that he needs the money and he's going to take any offer that he can, because, I mean, if he really needed money, he would be wrestling for Ring of Honor, he would be wrestling independents, he could easily be making more money out there, selling t-shirts through Pro Wrestling Tees and wrestling Friday, Saturdays, and Sundays, drawing huge top dollars. Many stars out there that have come from the WWE mid-card basically say that when you make your first and maybe even your second independent loop out there on the indies, you make significantly more money than you do in WWE. WWE is just a grander stage where you're on television, you're wrestling on pay-per-view, and you kind of have your own market to sell your own merch through WWE Shop to make your dollars that way. But I don't know. Honestly, in my mind, I would think that it doesn't sound like good news for AEW. I don't think as of right now AEW needs CM Punk. But I think that honestly, CM Punk coming to WWE to do this backstage show really makes no sense at all. And it's got, at least in my mind, it's got to be the cover-up for some story somewhere else. Yeah, I thought there was a chance he might be at All Out, and that didn't happen. But that first show on TNT, they're going to need some dynamite, and I don't really think it's just going to be who is, Chris Jericho's surprise tag team partners. And that's another thing you got to think about. Chris Jericho and CM Punk have never really sought eye to eye. And yeah, there are a lot of people in wrestling that don't see eye to eye, that still really go out there and have really good matches. But with CM Punk and Chris Jericho, with the sort of shots that they've fired back and forth at each other over the whole CM Punk walking out deal, and CM Punk basically saying that Jericho makes up some stories on his podcast. Are they going to be able to play along, backstage? So we'll have to see, who is the big fish of there. So as of right now, I don't really know what to believe. And I'll tell you the truth, I probably don't believe any of it. But that's just me. Peace out, guys.